And here we are. With the reveal of the Sisters' official artwork, we have the anti-censorship people coming out of the woodworks. I don't really care about Sony, but the amount of people that's going, this is Sony's fault, when we're almost 9 fucking years past the start of these new guidelines is fucking laughable. We know this because Neptunia has legit censorship, such as the issues of the censored CGs from Neptunia RPG, or even the data live censoring for the PS4 games. At what point does changing a character's design become an evolution in-game design or setting and not censorship? We know Sony's guidelines started around 2018, and since then there's been probably 5 or 6 modern Neptunia games, and half of them use the CPU sisters in their original outfits. Mainly sisters versus sisters, endgame maker, and I believe reverse. It's like people seem to forget that around the mid-gen PS3 era, there were a ton of JRPGs that had this type of moe anime type content, and Neptunia was honestly more on the tamer side compared to a lot of games that came out around that time. At best for most of the games, especially early on, you'd obviously have jiggle physics, you'd have a few lewd CGs of like spas and shit, but really, that was it. If these outfits were such a problem, they would have censored them when Sony was at its highest of forcing content removals, and not 8 fucking years later. It's pretty clear from the recent interview with Compile Heart that they're putting a lot more effort into this game and the series going forward, and that this game's meant to be sort of a refresh of all the standard characters and stuff, so it makes sense that every character has a new redesign. I mean, at what point can you redesign a character and not claim it's censorship? Like, is it impossible? Must they wear the same fucking outfit forever? Would you rather they do what they did with Gray's sister and give her the same outfit of everybody else except slightly more gray? Is that what people want? Like, there are legit people wishing that this series would die, and it's honestly kind of funny. There hasn't been a Neptunia game that's sold more than like 13,000 copies in its first week in Japan since fucking COVID. Compile simply cannot keep making mid-games that solely rely on sexy characters and nothing else. The entire reason that Sanra and Kagura New Lane game packed it up is because it simply couldn't compete with games like Azure Lane and Brown Dust that are now pushing the envelope way beyond what you can do in a standard console game. As for Neptunia, almost every game since the content enforcement has included DLC that was swimsuit or something of nature. I really don't think it's anything worth worrying about. Every Neptunia game has outfits. I'm pretty sure the original outfits are going to make an appearance in the game. And also take note, none of these people complained about the CPU next forms. Like when these next forms came out and everybody was fully clothed, they ate it up because everybody still says Megadimension is the greatest Neptunia game of all time. As for the sisters themselves, this is like their first design update in 15 years. Design goals change over time. Sunako stated that she's putting a lot more effort into this. Nepgear is probably the safest here, honestly. Her outfit is pretty much just Neptune's jersey dress from Victory, but in a different color. Her goddess form is a lot more cute and I guess secretary-like. Yeah, it's not a swimsuit or I guess plug suit, but it really does fit her girl next door personality a lot more. Uni's human form is about par for the course. Black dress, standard. And her being a gun nut slash military type kind of character fan that she is, it honestly makes sense for her to have a full bodysuit. It's probably the only character that does make sense to have a full bodysuit when you know her personality and what she's into. Rem and Rom are probably the biggest winners here. Now they're taking cues from the recently popular train conductor twin type characters, while their CPU forms pretty much just look like little nurses. I see most of the complaints being directed at them too. Like, this reached that time when they fucking gave Mithra leggings to get her in Smash and to keep the rating the same, yet, you had the vocal minority that hated it, yet everybody else was just calling it hot because they're big brain people. I noted this on Reddit, and the hive mind jumped all over me. The funniest complaint was when I was called a tourist that needs to go back to Genshin because, and I quote, don't know anything about Neptunia, and I don't play or support the games, and I am trying to kill the series. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I mean, I'll agree the outfits are definitely a bit more safe, but they're also more marketable, which means they can be used more. But that doesn't mean fan service is going away. One of the first pieces of gameplay we literally got from the new game was Purple Heart's ass transforming, so I don't really know what people are talking about. But you know what? Maybe I don't know anything about Neptunia, maybe I don't support the series, maybe I have no idea who the characters really are, maybe I've never played any of the games, maybe it's my mission to make sure the games fucking cover as many characters as possible. I mean, it's not like my avatar has been a Neptunia character for 15 fucking years or something. I find it pretty funny that when people used to dismiss these games, fans would tell them, oh no, go look past it. Go look past the fan service, the game is much more than that. And now literally the same exact people are saying, oh no, I'm not playing because, you know, Ram and Rom have skirts instead of swimsuits. I mean, Neptunia hasn't really been a super loot series since Action U. That 2-year gap between like that and Mega Dimension. Those had some like spicy like images, but really after that, For Goddess Online was pretty tame, Neptunia RPG was pretty tame, Super Dimension Neptunia was pretty tame, Neptunia Virtual Stars was pretty tame. Every game since then has honestly been pretty tame, or just a remake of fucking Rebirth 1, which itself was a fucking remake of the original game, which itself was just a fucking copy of another game.